Hi, few upgrades going on at the minute. One, just for better sound quality, got a microphone direct into the phone. Very easy piece of kit. That was brilliant. So now I should be quite clear. You'll have to excuse me. I'm going through the seasonal cold I get every 5 minutes. Bung nose. Next stage. So we've done a lot of privacy film and things. I've got my new curtains and poles. So that's today's job, or tonight's, as always night time. The fun thing is going to be this. Now, I haven't really showed, I did a little clip of this as an end of the last video because I do little Easter eggs as you go along. This I saw and I was like, oh, that'd be lovely. So for the bedroom, I've gone very private. For the bedroom, we have this stained glass effect film, and I think it's really nice, and I'm a big fan of blues, so this will just be a bit kind of classical looking, and I think it will just elevate the bedroom windows a bit. I have green curtains because I was going for a kind of green theme for the bedroom. Also, quite navy, blues, whites throughout the boat side here. I did touch on it a little bit about the kitchen before, but as we see, got a lovely gold sink and tap in. It's now a complete running unit all the way here, and I've got lots of space just under where the camera is now. There's no L shape, so I've got a complete through boat. Lovely. It's made the world of difference just in a small space. The dog is currently just ignoring me. He's lying on the sofa having a sleep. So the big job tonight is getting this done, but hopefully it shouldn't take too long because, like I say, I can screw directly in and it's just using a screwdriver. I'm going to put up the pole and the curtain on this one and see how far I get with this and the bedroom. The problem is I'm waiting on some bits to come from IKEA. Actually, this is a good source, so I couldn't think of a name for one of these for the life of me. You know how people in their boats have the curtains down, but without something to hold them back, they would just sort of drape forward. There is a metal bar people use. Now, I've seen these for years, and I kept saying, I don't know what they're called. I tracked something down. So IKEA actually sell this in an industrial style, and they use it to hang pots and pans on with the hooks and everything. And you can use it for that. I've just got to make sure I get the right measurements. Let's get this project started. So we got the first pole up, adjustable because very hard to find exact sizes, but it's up, it's looking good. Now for the other challenge, I was looking for a pair of curtains that would be a reasonable size, but these are a little bigger than I measured, and I guarantee you I did not measure that. The width is right, they are the right width, so sort of a little bit extra to allow for bunching. It's a singular curtain anyway, they come as sets of singles. These were pretty good, so it's going to be, you know, one side across, leaving plenty of light, but I am going to have to trim these down almost half of the length they are. The problem is I still haven't made the effort to do the back curtain here, so I've got a slightly darker grey here to sort of tie in with that dark theme. Nothing's ever straightforward, is it? Need to do the cutting, but it's a rough idea. Gives you an idea of what it will look like. I've gone for these darker ones. They're a little bit better in daytime, keep out a bit more sun. Haven't gone for lined ones. Again, they were inexpensive. They're from Amazon, but it makes it feel a bit more comfortable. I think, you know, furnishings like this can make the world of a difference. It doesn't look like a doctor's clinic now, because the problem is, like I say a million times, everything's white and it just looks like a surgery or a clinic. So I think these little touches just give it that comfort, and they'll help a bit with the insulation as well, just to stop all the hot air protruding out of the very bad 1970s windows. I do have these holes here. They just go straight out into a vent block. So I've got two of these, one this side, one there, one in the bedroom. So I don't get a great deal of condensation in here. So it's pretty good. But as you can see, when I say pointless things like putting up these hooks, you can't really see them. But this curtain, I will probably sway over this side anyway. This one has to go this side because it's in the way of the accessible door. This one's the double bolt. All right. One down, 3 to go. And the second one up in the living room. Once they're cut down and I've got the bars to hold them back, they'll look all right. A little bit rough now, and no, I haven't ironed them. But another addition. Nice. Welcome to the underside of my bed of what I thought might be a bit worrying, but looking at this now, it could be worse than I thought, and not for the reasons of wires and pipes and things that are running and the random metal structure. I've discovered something that even me will worry about. So I'm going to turn it around and let's have a look at this. This is where some of you guys will probably know a lot better than me. So, you join me now as I take this panel off finally. It was a bugger to unscrew, like I say. I'm using a hand screwdriver, my drill was long gone, don't know where that is. Even if I just break the panel, it's not supporting the bed, and hopefully I have no room. I have got stuff piled right up. I've had to just unload everything. They've built these plastic boxes in, unless I take off the door. I'm not taking off that door. It's like 10:30 at night now. It's taken a long time. So I just snapped the other one into bits so this could slide over. This is not good. It might just be something that's really not a bad thing, but if I see sort of ½ inch of water under my floorboards in this side of the boat, that's always going to be a bit of a worry. But you lot would know better than me, so wish me luck. Let's see what happens when I take off the panel. So we're out on the wide angle lens so we can get a better footage, and I've got my trusty lamp here giving me some light. So to unscrew the panels was a pain, hand screwdriver, and then moving some bits to get down, I discover this, which is a bilge pump, which is lovely until, sorry about the filming, you discover this little pump might be redundant, so this might not be the end of the world, but it's not connected to anything. It just sort of sits in this hole. What really worried me is what I'm about to show you. You'll have to excuse the filming because this is all by hand. But can you see my problem? Sorry, shakiness. Now, I'm not sure, but surely water is meant to be on the outside of the boat, not in it. And there's a little bit of penetration there. And as you can see, damp penetration up. It's not rotten, but it is taken off the top layer of this ply. And just along here, there is some wet flooring there. So I'm going to investigate a little bit deeper. I'm terrified at this moment because I will now pull back the mid panel of the bed, which can reveal all of the wires and the structures and things I was nervous about. So just looking at the more inner boat side, there's a little bit of moisture with slushy things. You hit a metal there. Like, the wood is not rotten. And that goes into the bathroom there. So that's the pipe way for the bathroom. And here we got the gulper. So under the bed, they've attached that, which drains out freaking somewhere. There is every chance that this is not a leak in the boat itself, but this is flooding that out. Now bear in mind, I've not really used the shower, I've just sort of rinsed it through and stuff. So this is going to be an interesting find. But it's also going to reveal how much water is down there and why. This could be an even bigger disaster than a thirst fort. And believe you me, I've got the tech stuff coming soon. Nothing pulled this up. I know they're filtering the Great Escape now. So, initial removal of bed when I first moved in, and then the idea since, that the reason they built this cabin bed is because of what's behind it, was 100% correct. The bed will not be being removed. It houses freaking everything, and the reason they built this up and over is because of that. So I'm going to have to come up with a new idea. I did have the thought that if maybe there was some stuff there that was hiding, I could at least lower the height of the bed in a way that it would be so tall. That's not going to happen either. I'm finally going to reveal why. I give you, ladies and gentlemen, the bloody engine. So it literally sits near enough into 3/4 of the room. So what I saw as a metal bracing system holds the engine in place. Makes sense now. Let me see if I can just zoom out. Sorry for this bad camera work, but I'm climbing around. We've got the gulper that goes out, so it's just a flow out. And just, oh God. Just, yeah. I know some things about some stuff. Engines are not one of them. I mean, that's a bit worrying, isn't it? Is that something I should be worried about? Just a pipe from an engine hanging there. This is definitely one for family members. There's an extinguisher over the back. I think there's batteries. There's just stuff. So this goes all the way up the front. There's a lot of space, but what I cannot do is remove this bed at all. There's no way I can alter any of this to make it fit. So yeah, I was right. The reason they built this wasn't just for storage, and it was 100%. It was housing the engine. I suppose, you know, in a boat this size, it was a possibility. I just thought the engines would be slightly further forward and in sort of an undersection, but apparently it's not. It is literally a quarter of a way into the bedroom. It is a problem because it's going to mean I'm going to have to be a bit versatile now. Yeah, interesting. Sorry for the angle, I'm sort of crouched down in here. So I don't know, more investigation. I can't really see the floor side of things because of the panelling, but that little gulper thing next to this bilge, I've got to investigate and find out, is there another bilge pump in here somewhere? Because there was, in some of the documents I was given, information about these kind of things with bilge and da da da. So realistically, there's got to be another newer one. I think this is probably an old one disconnected, but it's going to take a lot of exploring, and tonight is not the night for it. It is 11 o'clock odd, and I still need to shower and get sorted out for the morning back to work. I'm not sinking. If I was sinking, there wouldn't be sort of quarter-inch of water or whatever it is. It's very hard to tell in the dark. So I think I'm probably going to be all right. I would like to know why I have a small layer of water under the flooring. Is that something that happens? Is it not? Okay, let me just see if I can do one last little bit of investigation before I try and pile everything back in under the bed. Sorry about the shakiness. I've had to delay recording this for a little while because some financial disagreement going on with one of the houses opposite, and some people screaming and shouting at each other. Very interested, wouldn't expect that. So here we are, we're just on top of Christmas now, a few days to go. Hope everybody's all right. Thank you for watching the bits and pieces, those of you that are regular. Nice to have you back. There's been a few developments as we've seen with the video, and obviously how it's gone with the progress on the boat. But this is a little interlude of something different. Still got them out there. I'm just going to ignore it and carry on. What can you do on a boat with single glazed glass? Big life changes. So obviously at work there's been some issues with sort of staffing and things going on which don't align with my kind of beliefs and how things are. So I will be leaving my current job. It is a shame, it's sad. I work with some great people, but I think I just can't continue knowing what I think will be the case down the line. So I will be handing my notice in over the next day or two. So that's quite sad. But I have had an opportunity come my way in which I'm going to a 5-star hotel and a very lovely restaurant. So I will be more firm with the details just after Christmas and let everyone know what's going on with that. But, you know, sad time, but good time at the same time, if that made any sense whatsoever. As we're heading to Christmas now, I will let you know I'm going to do the video that will be my technical stuff about the boat, and obviously I will do the questions and answers that came. So if you asked a question in not the last one before, possibly I'll mix a few of them, I'll answer that on the next video after this one. I will do some recording on Christmas Day because it will just be me and the dog here. So I'll probably do some recording through the day and then edit it and put it up on the night. So we'll do that one, I think. Don't hold me to it, but it'll probably be them. So thank you very much. Keep watching. This is a busy old one, all sorts going on. And I remember people telling me my boat was small. Look at that, it's tiny. Not seen that one there before. Okay, you have to excuse me again. Very limited on the space, and it's dark and I have a lot of stuff in here. So somebody asked, oh well, how am I storing this bike now that the other one's gone? So let's get in here. What we've done is we've just welded a ground anchor there, and I've got a bike chain and another bike chain, so it's all completely sealed in. And once I have all of this old kitchen bits and things out of the way, I had to move them, I'll get a bit more organised. But there we go, bike's safe and locked up.